Today we got Superfreakonomics by the Stevens, Dubner, and Levitt. This is an absolute classic, of course. Many people know about it. Many people love it. This book in this series. Link will be in the description, and let's get to it. Some Superfreakonomics. So walking while drunk is actually more dangerous than driving drunk. There's death statistics. It's true. I'm telling you guys. So, and if you drove 24/7, you could expect to live 250 years. Driving is safe. That's an insane statistic. Driving 24/7 for your whole life, you could expect to live for 250 years. Wow. There's always something deeper behind the outside reasons for things. That's like just the main book and main premise of Superfreakonomics. And so volcanoes, they spew sulfur dioxide, and sulfur dioxide cools the earth like crazy. So there's this proposed thing. It's like a garden hose to the sky, just literally a garden hose to the sky that just spews sulfur dioxide out, and it's a possible solution to climate change. It's called the Boutiquot's blanket, invented by Boutiquot. So it's interesting. I do think that we are going to solve climate change. However, I think there's going to be some massive destruction, and then that's going to take everyone to say, okay, we need to do something. So I do think we're going to get there. I think technology, like the way technology is going, it just simply has to happen. However, I do think there's going to be mass destruction first to really open our eyes and say, okay, we need to do this. But some other things, there's a hurricane busting device. So it's essentially like this floating ring in which like the warm water would sink to the bottom of the ring. The warm water would splash over, sink to the bottom, which would cool down the water on top, which would reduce the hurricane's power, because the hurricane's power comes from like a top layer of very warm water. So if warm water splashes over, sinks down, it'll cool it. That'll cool it, and the other water will be cooler too. And then another possible solution to beat climate change is we could just use our coal emissions. Now, this is a crazy idea. So focus all the smoke from the coal emissions into a chimney, kind of, and then that coal, and then that blanket of our coal emissions would cool the earth, that's just simple craziness, but another possible solution. And then monkeys used the money. They were taught how to use money for sex and prostitution once they fully understood the concept of money. So it wasn't long after that they first realized, oh, this has value. They used it for prostitution. So very interesting. And then also global warming is partially due to us cleaning up our atmosphere, right? Because, we took out all the CO2, and then now we're warming the planet because the sunlight is getting through more. So that's another interesting thing. And O2 oxygen levels have historically risen after temperature increase, not before. So that's an interesting fact. And then doubling CO2 levels produces a 70% increase in plant growth. So more CO2 is probably a good thing. However, it's just happening much too fast for things to adapt to that. So that's the big problem. It's just happening way too quickly because of us humans. So guys, this is a very interesting book, Superfreakonomics. Makes you think about the world in a completely different way. Link will be in the description. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sticking with this. If you thought this was interesting, if you thought you learned something, put something in the comments. Tell me what you learned. So thanks, guys. That's it for today. Like this video, subscribe.
So lifelong learning and reading books is just one part of Sticky Habits University and Discipline 101. Imagine kicking all your bad habits to the curb, and imagine how successful you'd feel after implementing 10 new healthy habits. After enrolling in Discipline 101, my new course, that's how you'll feel every single day. Living like this changed my life. Go check it out.